You know why it's critically important to ask a hypothetical question of a medical expert witness at trial? You don't? Come join me. I'll share with you exactly why. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial attorney practicing law here in the state of New York. I get an opportunity to ask the doctor opinion questions about what he believes has gone on in the case and whether or not he agrees or disagrees with our position. I now will ask him a hypothetical question. Doctor, I want you to assume the following facts. And now I explain to him the facts that we believe have occurred. Assuming those facts to be true, doctor, would you agree that the failure to properly diagnose a perforation in the intestine would be a departure from good and accepted medical practice? Well, I'm telling you that the facts are not as you describe. Doctor, that's not the question. I want you to assume for the purposes of this question that all of the facts that I've told you about are in fact true and accurate. Assuming that to be true, would you agree that it would be a departure from good and accepted medical practice not to recognize a perforation at the time of surgery? And now he's got to answer that question, assuming those facts to be true. And why do we do that? We do that so at the time of closing argument, during summations, I can now go back to the jury and say, ladies and gentlemen, you decide which of the facts you believe to be true. And the defense doctor, the expert that they brought in to come in and testify, has clearly indicated that if those facts are true, then he would clearly agree that there were departures from good and accepted medical care, and that those departures were a substantial factor in causing and bringing about my client's injuries. So if you believe that those facts are true, then you have to give credit to the defense expert. Why? Because he agrees with everything that we have been saying in this case. So now I'm able to use the defense expert as ours and adapt his testimony to our claim. And that's a very powerful thing. So the hypothetical question is very important at the time of trial during cross-examination. So why do I tell you this? I tell you this because chances are you have concerns about your possible matter, and you want to learn about how the legal process works and how trials work. Well, what I've done is just give you a tidbit of a piece of information to give you an insight in understanding how the trial process works. If you have legal questions, what I want you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I welcome your call. I answer legal questions like yours every single day. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at lawmed10@yahoo.com. I'm Gerry Oginski here in New York. Thanks for watching.